Phoenix Comicon Fanfest. I'm just getting...
We're here in beautiful Glendale, Arizona, where... I'm not holding a microphone. We're at the site of Phoenix Comicon Fanfest, where we're about to head down to this giant UFO of a convention hall behind me, because that's what it looks like. And I'll have the opportunity to shoot Greedo first, walk through a TARDIS, and, if you're really nice, I might even wear a superhero costume. Just kidding. You don't have to be nice. I was going to do it anyway. So let's head on down. Why do I keep doing that? We are fortunate enough to be blessed with Jillian Squires, Director of Marketing for Phoenix Comicon Fanfest. Now, Jillian, this is the first year for Phoenix Comicon Fanfest. Now, how did Phoenix Comicon become Phoenix Comicon Fanfest?
Well, we got really big. It was kind of the start. So
Good start for every story. I love it.
We started 11 years ago with our main event. 400 people show up to a little tiny event in Glendale. And then we've eventually grown into this show that has 77,818 people at it.
Oh, God.
I know. Take over downtown Phoenix.
That is a huge number for my tiny brain.
But there's people who miss the days when we were smaller, where it's more intimate, where you can walk right up to the actor.
Yeah.
And there's also the factor of the heat. It gets a little hot in the summer.
In Phoenix, Arizona.
Yes.
In the middle of a desert.
Yes. So a lot of our customers want to wear really intricate costumes, and that's hard to do. So we solve both problems by saying winter, which in Phoenix is fantastic.
It's glorious out here right now.
And smaller venue, smaller event. And put them together, and here we are.
Phoenix Comicon Fanfest. Awesome. Now, those are brilliant ideas. Now, was that all you?
Well, I could say it was the fans.
Yeah, they make everything.
Because people suggested this for a long time.
And that's what binds it all together. It's that glue of just loving, what you're a fan of.
And then the owner, Matt Solberg, he came
Matt Solberg knows. Jillian Squires, inventor of Phoenix Comicon Fanfest.
I'll take it.
Thank you so much. Now, before we leave, I want to say, this is your baby. So what are you most proud of?
That we put it together in 10 weeks.
You put this together in 10... Jillian Squires, miracle worker, everybody.
If you want to do a con, don't do it in 10 weeks. Don't do it. It's
you
too
do longer than that.
Much longer.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Whoa, only 10 weeks to set all of this up? Well, I've spent longer than that trying to decide which Justice League belt buckle to wear. And that's important. Even to a casual fan, Comicon Fanfest is a great place to stock up on your favorite comics, get that Master Sword you've been eyeing, or even just to snap that perfect family photo. Plus, this is one of the few places that you can run into R2-D2 and a Dalek at the same time, without creating a time-space paradox. Just walking around, I'm surrounded by so many incredible cosplayers and vendors, I don't know who to talk to first. I know. How about someone who's doing both?
The enigmatic and unknowable Vegas from Vegas. Tell us a little bit about all what makes you so fabulous.
Well, I am a cosplayer, spokesmodel, an actress, and a costume maker.
My God, I'm all of those things, except actor, but neither here nor there.
That's
Now,
okay.
there's some amazing work here, and I want to talk to you a little bit about it, because you are making some fabulous leather work.
Thank you. I have a lot of fun. We do custom costumes from head to toe. We like steampunk a lot, though, so we tend to bring steampunk to a lot of our shows. But come on, brass is
Look at it.
sexy as hell,
It's
right?
so shiny. so durable. Many knives, no penetration.
That's right.
So good.
I'm tough.
So, now we're here at Phoenix Comicon Fanfest. Have you been to any other Phoenix events in the past? This is the first year for Fanfest. But
Yes.
Are
Yes.
you a mainstay here at Phoenix Comicon?
Well, I mean, I guess I kind of am. I come to Amazing Arizona Comic-Con, which is in January, February. Always here for Phoenix Comic-Con, one of my favorite shows of the year, actually.
Wonderful.
And so it was really exciting to find out they were doing this show. Not many people do December shows.
Yeah.
So it's exciting to have a show right before Christmas to
I
sort
know.
of like get your last minute shopping in.
And it's also great that we're doing a convention here in Arizona in the winter where it's not so extremely
It's not
deserty.
120 degrees.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's so nice. Now,
It's nicer for cosplay, I'll tell you what.
now, what got you into cosplay in the first place? What's your origin story?
Well, it's sort of an accident.
Yeah.
Having a theater background, I love wearing costumes. So I
Yep.
wanted to wear a costume at a show. I've always gone to San Diego Comic-Con for like forever. So I thought, oh, let me make a costume. Well, then it was, what costume do I make? So I did a lot of researching and I settled on Power Girl. Really like Power Girl. She's like my totem animal.
You showed me a
And-
picture of that earlier,
Oh,
and it looks
I love it. I have a lot of fun. There's been a lot of generations that have come
Yeah.
through my Power Girl and a lot of variants too.
And we talked about that a lot because that was a costume that you really, really love.
Yeah.
And, it's an amazing opportunity to do so many different design elements because it's
Yeah.
got the Centurion cape, bucket boots, things like that. And we're just talking a little about the design elements. And
It's so
geeking out over it a
it's
little
so
bit.
simple and profound
Yeah.
that on its own it's a beautiful piece,
Mm-hmm.
but it allows for so much creative freedom.
Yeah.
Like I did the Red Sun Power Girl. I did a Mad Max Power Girl, one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
And I've got a couple of other Power Girls planned for the rest of this year. Very
Yeah?
excited about. So I like my crossover genres.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
And we can't wait to see it.
Yay.
So again, you can find out some more information about Vegas from Vegas at website.
Facebook, Vegas PG Cosplay. Also on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, all the things Vegas PG. That's me.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Ah, a Tatooine standoff. Don't worry, we'll be right back. You might not be. I'm here with Kelly Lester, the co-director of the Cosplay and Programming Department of Phoenix Comic-Con Fanfest. Tell us a little bit about what you do here.
Here at Fanfest, one of the things that we are doing is most of the costuming programming here. We are running fashion shows, iron cosplay contests where the contestants are given a small amount of time and some basic materials and told you can create a costume.
That's amazing. Could you tell us a bit more about the fashion shows that we're going to expect to be seeing here?
Today we had a junior fashion show, aged 13 to 17. Tomorrow we have an all ages fashion show that is come down, show off your costumes. We are so excited to see any level, any talent. And then on Sunday we have a youth fashion show, which is 12 years of age and under.
That is going to be adorable.
That is
No
always
doubt.
adorable, and it always gets a big fan.
Now, you had mentioned the Iron Cosplay. Now, that's a bit more of an Iron Chefy sort of
It's an
cosplay
Iron Chefy,
event.
Yes,
Okay.
Iron Chefy cosplay event. We're giving people 45 minutes to create masterpieces of cosplay with the simplest ingredients: cardboard, duct tape. A couple of people have donated their personal fabric stashes.
Oh, that's amazing.
So we've got that.
What kind of
really
equipment
exciting.
are they looking at in doing that kind of a thing in 45 minutes?
Um,
Do we have a sewing machine? Do you have
We do
hot glue
not
gun?
have a sewing machine. We do not have a hot glue gun. We
Oh,
have
okay.
duct tape, which
Duct tape.
is an amazing adhesive for costuming.
Quintessential for any cosplay emergency kit.
And we have heat bond tape.
Oh,
for
okay.
seams and things.
Well, that's awesome.
Which is also a godsend when it comes to costuming, especially
Yes.
if you're like 36 hours into a 100-hour project and your sewing machine breaks, and you're 3 days late on the.
Oh yeah, I had some.
Personal, sorry.
Oh yeah, no. Hey, we've all been there. Now, what is your personal experience with cosplay?
I've actually just recently started cosplay about 5 or 6 years ago. My teenage daughter introduced me to it.
Uh-huh.
My background is in theater, theater design, theater costuming. I've been doing theater since I was 8. I'm not giving you the date.
Totally fine.
And
Ask no questions, I'll tell you no lies.
extreme costuming using very interesting materials with the Rocky Horror Picture Show for almost 20 years.
That is a serious show for costuming.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. You learn to work with things like your spandex. You learn to work with lame fabrics. You get to work with a lot of fabrics that you use every day in cosplay because you're recreating fantastic drawn images or fantastic animated images. You're not necessarily looking at natural looking fibers from a television show.
Exactly. And hopefully we're going to get to see a lot more of that at the upcoming fashion shows.
Oh, definitely.
Thank you so much for speaking with us. It's been an absolute pleasure. Sean DeMumbrum, the famed and acclaimed comic books programming coordinator, is here with us, and we want to talk a little bit about the project you're doing over the Fanfest weekend here.
Absolutely.
You're doing a crowdsourced comic. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. What we wanted to do is we wanted to do some interactive programming here at the convention, and so I thought it would be really cool if we could create a character over the course of the weekend and develop a 4-page comic that we could deliver to all the fans by the end of the convention. So what we're doing is piece by piece, we are developing that, and it's been very interactive. We have all the attendees are giving their feedback on all the panels as we're going through this process. It started out with a survey. We had a survey of 3 different characteristics that people were able to vote on. They determined they wanted a female character who was based on the phoenix mythical bird.
Okay.
Since
we're
in Arizona, yeah, and we're in Phoenix. Well, Glendale right now, but Phoenix.
It's Phoenix.
Yeah, it's all Phoenix. And then also the colors, which are Sedona red and sand tan.
Okay.
Because there's a sand tan development and everything.
Yeah, that works.
And actually, they're the colors of the Phoenix Coyotes, the hockey team. So.
Oh, that's awesome. So piece by piece, you guys are getting down kind of the aesthetic of what the comic's going to look like, the character's going to look like, and then what's the next step for the story? How is that going to progress piece by piece? What are you looking for in that?
So actually, the first panel we did was to talk about the character and create like a backdrop and a background for them, and also to talk about what kind of power set they have and how those powers manifest themselves. So they did that this morning, and with the help of some of the attendees, it was a back and forth sort of development. Then we went on to costumes, and we had some costume designers come out and show their different designs, and then from that they kind of molded them together to make a design. We moved on to creating that script that introduces the character. And right now they're thumbnailing the pages. They're taking those scripted pages and making little comic book representations, smaller representations.
So little thumbnails?
Little thumbnails, which kind of represent what the page is going to look like, so that when the artist gets it, they have a little less work to do.
Awesome, and we're looking forward to seeing that. Now, you guys are having a lot of these artists come in and,
Yes.
and different costume designers and people
Yeah.
work on things like that. Now, you're telling us a little bit about a fairly recent world record attempt
Yes,
that
yeah.
you and some friends were aiming for. Can you tell
Yeah.
us a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Jesse James from Jesse James Comics and myself kind of coordinated this attempt at making the quickest comic to produce, which is a little over 10 hours. It was set in Glasgow, and now we're trying to bring it back to the United States. The record for the most people to work on a comic, right now the record's 96 people and we had 110. So right now we submitted all of the paperwork for it.
Yeah.
We're waiting to hear back from Guinness and we should hear back fairly soon. But yeah, it was one of those things where it's like, let's see what we can do and show people that if they have an idea, you can make that idea happen. Because that was strictly from zero concept to everything. And there's always a lot of chaos in that. Things go wrong and things don't happen the way that you want them to. And it's how you adjust to that. And that's what I've been telling people this weekend is embrace the chaos.
And I mean, everyone's embracing the chaos together in a community
Yes.
setting, and that seems like it's working out very well.
Yeah, and so far I was a little concerned that some of the artists or writers wouldn't get it, and turnout has been building. It started out with 2 people in the first panel, and now we have probably about 20 or 30 people in there right now. And I think as we go to tomorrow and Sunday, as it starts to continually build, we'll also build an audience for the panels.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing that comic. And
Thank you so much
for joining us.
Thanks for interviewing me and letting me talk.
Oh, please, it's my pleasure.
Watching Fandom Workshop, don't fail this city.
We're here with Jacqueline Ray Cosplay, cosplaying as Hawk Girl, and I wanted to ask you, why Hawk Girl?
Well, I grew up on Justice League, and I just love Shayera. She's so sassy, and she doesn't take anyone's crap. And that's how I grew up.
And
so.
awesome mace.
Yeah, it's got spikes, but I decided to take them out for the safety of everyone else.
A little bit more con-friendly. So we also wanted to ask how Hawk Girl, because these wings are amazing. So I want to ask, did you make these yourself?
Yes.
How did you make them
Okay,
yourself?
so it's basically just a wire frame with chicken wire, felt, and then individually glued on feathers, turkey, goose, and duck.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, so they're all real.
Did you dye them all yourself, or were you able to just like color match? Because they look perfect.
Yeah, these are actually the gray feathers, but these had to be dyed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you did a good job because they all match.
Thank you.
And that's probably the best use of chicken wire I've ever seen, is making wings.
So too.
It's a funny joke. It's a funny joke. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and are you enjoying the convention so far?
I love Fanfest so far. It's very fun.
Fanfest is amazing.
Yeah.
We're loving it. All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We're here with Kara from the Umbrella Corporation Arizona Hive. Kara, thank you so much for speaking with us.
Of course.
It seems like you guys are a big fan of zombies and Resident Evil.
Yeah, we are a big Resident Evil fan-based group. We started in March of 2012. We started with probably 10, 15 core members, and then since our last Comicon, I believe we're up to about 250 members now.
And you guys go around and you do a lot of these conventions?
Yeah, we go to Comicon, Free Comic Book Day. We do Second Fridays down in Mesa.
Awesome.
And it's just a blast.
Cool. And now, what is it that that really drives you guys doing this? Big fans of Resident Evil, obviously.
We are big fans of Resident Evil. We actually picked a charity group. The Umbrella Corporation Arizona Hive sponsors the Arizona Animal Welfare League, which is the state's first and largest no-kill shelter in the state.
And that's an amazing program that you guys are working with. Thank you so much for talking with us and showing us around here. We'll be right back.
Well, we just had an amazing weekend here at Phoenix Comicon Fanfest. I got to interview some fantastic craftspeople and artists. And I even got attacked by zombies. Yay! Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And drop us a line at fandomworkshop@gmail.com and let us know what you're a fan of. In the meantime, I'm gonna play with my exclusive Stan Lee Pop Vinyl figurine that I left inside. Yeah! Don't close!